Thank you very much, Damon. As Damon said, I'm Flavio. I'm from Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Belo Horizonte is the third biggest city here in Brazil, and it's the headquarters for MRV. MRV is the biggest construction company in Latin America and one of the top three in the world when we talk about how many homes we build every year. So actually we are building more than 40,000 homes, then looking to build more than 50, then 60,000 homes every year. So it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. I'm a civil engineer, but now I'm work with as an executive innovation manager in MRV. I work in MRV for more than 12 years, so I know pretty much the company. And thanks for the invitation to be here with you guys and share some thoughts what we are doing to innovate. It's not easy to innovate in the construction sector or in so big company as MRV. So let's jump to the presentation. I'm going to show you a video that represents our purpose, so you can just know a little bit more about MRV and what we do.
Thinking about the new generations inspires us to build a better world today. For the plugged-in generation, a world with Wi-Fi and apps that make life easier. For the generation that loves having fun, with a court, pool, gourmet area. For the sustainable generation, with much greenery, an orchard, solar energy. For the generation that doesn't even live at MRV, with a nicer, safer, more wooded neighborhood. And for all generations, with a brand that is constantly moving, reinventing itself every day to build more and more dreams that transform the world. MRV.
So this is not just a video, it's what we really believe and what we do every day. And MRV, as I said, is the biggest construction company in Latin America, top three in the world. And we build low-income homes, buildings with 4 to 5 floors, most. And we are just going through a digital transformation and becoming a house platform. So it's just not about MRV. We already have more than 5 companies in our group. So we have Uber that does urban allotment. Is a startup that we just launched. We have Lugo. Lugo, the product is pretty similar to MRV, but it's a different business because MRV sells apartment and Lugo rental apartments. So the thing is, doesn't matter if you want to buy or if you want to rental it, we're going to provide the solution. And we are just working a new brand that's coming soon for higher towers and the classes above MRV, class B. And we are just becoming an international company. We just bought a company in Miami, Florida, in the US, AECH, that has a really pretty similar business with Lugo. It already, they rent apartments too, so I think they can share good technology and good business with us. So, and to be a housing platform, we do not just to be with our customers until they receive the apartment. We want to have what we call lifetime relationship with our customers. So we want to provide a marketplace for them to buy all the stuff they need to to get their apartments ready for them to move in, like furnitures, TVs, freezers, washing machines, or anything they need. So that's what we are doing to become a housing platform. And this is just a picture of our products. We have the Eco line, is the entrance line. We have Bio line, that's the towers, and we have garden lines. The garden line, that is one floor homes. A new brand that, as I said, it's coming soon. Logo and just a picture of AECH, so for just to know what I'm talking about. And we are really proud to say that 1 in every 150 Brazilians live in a MRV apartment. We have more than 40 years history, and we can say that more than 1 million people live in a MRV apartment. And we have more than 250 construction sites in more than 22 states, 160 Brazilian cities. And since Brazil is bigger than Europe, it's a really big challenge. Just for you guys know how much big MRV is and how difficult it's to innovate in MRV, because I need to innovate not just in one construction site or 10 construction sites. I need to innovate in all the construction sites, in all our selling stores, in our headquarters, everywhere MRV is. So it's a big challenge. So we used to say that the client, MRV clients, is our reason. We are a really customer centric company. We put our customer in the center in everything we do. We have more than 400,000 clients throughout our 40 years history. So it's really important to seek and search what are the clients' needs. So that's what we do. And we also have the MRV Institute, because we do not want just to change the lives of our clients. We want to change the society, the Brazilian society, through education. And not only the society and our clients, but our employees and our families, their families too. So we have the MRV Institute that does a beautiful work. So that's MRV. Just you to see how, again, how big MRV is and how difficult it is to innovate such a company. And now I'm going to talk more about the sector and, and innovation, sorry. And I always like to say that to talk about the Netflix case. I think we are all just tired to say that Netflix just disrupted blockbusters like 10 years ago. And now I think that Netflix has more than 200 million subscribers, something like that. But the point is, even with Netflix being the leader, the section leader, and being such a successful company, they cannot settle down. They cannot sit on the top and say, oh, I'm okay, because you have so many other competitors coming after them to like Amazon Prime, like Disney Plus. There's so many other companies. As Chuck Robbins, the Cisco CEO, said that by 2025, 40% of the Fortune 500 companies will no longer exist due to their inability to adapt to new times. So it's really important to keep innovating, keep looking for new clients' needs. And when we talk about the construction market, this is a research that McKinsey did more than like 5 years ago, but I think that it still represents our construction sector. The construction sector is this green, orange point in the graphic. we are definitely not proud to say that the construction did not have a good digitalization or productive growth in the last years. I think that MRV probably will not be, at this point, we're going to be much better, but I think this represents where construction is, not just in Brazil. I think it's in, all around the world. We have so many opportunities, and we are, as I said, we are not proud to say that we are losing to the fishing and hunting sector. It's a really shame. It's such an important sector for the development of the countries to be in a place like this. But I always like to look at the bright side and see the opportunities that we have to innovate. And what MRV is doing to change this picture that I just said, we are positioning ourselves what we are calling a big construtech. We know that construtech, it's startups that are working with construction, the small companies, but when we say that we are big construtech because MRV is so huge, and we want to have a startup mindset to access new technologies and solutions and search for the most advanced technologies in all around the world. So we support startups, and we are investing more than 250 million reais in innovation for the last 5 years. It should be something like $50 million in the last 5 years, and not in IT and innovation. And this year, even with this pandemic, we are investing something like $20 million in innovation and IT. So digitalization, it's really important to keep investing. And we are organizing the teams in squads. It's not something that we invented. I think the first time that I ever heard about it, I think it was in Spotify. It's a multidisciplinary teams that work with transparency, and they use agile solutions to go faster, and they are self-organizing. They have autonomies to decide what they're gonna do. And another important thing in our squads is that we use OKR, that's objectives and key results. I think Google and other tech companies use this kind of method too. It's a really simple, but it's really important to measure the results. So that's what we are doing to organize ourselves. And it's really important to have a focus when we talk about innovation, digital transformation. And we like to say that we have 4 main directions. We always look for customer experience. As I said, customer experience is really important. I don't know a unicorn startup startup that just became so huge as like a unicorn that did not have solved a client needs. So customer experience is really important. And then since MRV is so big, as I said, we always need to look and search for operational efficiency. Then the third one is quality, not just quality in the product, but quality of the process and everything we do. And the fourth one is cost optimization. I think they are for a really related and one with each other, but we like to make it clear these all 4. Customer optimization, especially when we talk about new technologies, how can we do more with less? So it's really important. And I work directly with our CEOs. We have 2 CEOs, and I respond also directly to our innovation committee. But I work together with a good relation, with a good partnership with the IT team and the new business team, and with a good partnership with the other MRV areas that originate and receive innovations, and we help them throughout the company. And we divided our team in three parts. We have the communication culture, the innovation management, and our accelerating and R&D team. Communication, it's a really important thing because MRV, again, is so huge that we have to communicate, have a decent communicate with all the stakeholders. And the culture is really important, as I said, for you to be open-minded, to new talk, to embrace new technologies. And that's really important because we have like people that work in MRV for more than 30 years. So it's not always easy to them to embrace new technology, but we are still working on that. Innovation management, it's really important because innovation, it's an organized process. So it's really important for us to have a project portfolio management, to have indicators and results management, to have process, to have an agile methods, implement them throughout the company. And then we do not, and the third part is we do not own any projects, but we work together as an acceleration team to just seek for solution for challenges and to accelerate solutions and implement the implementation of the projects. And we have just launched an R&D team. I'm going to talk about this a bit later. And it's important to talk about strategy. To tell the truth, I don't know if it's really exists innovation strategy. I think that I believe in innovation helping the company strategy. So what I like to say is that all the MRV areas should look to our purpose. They ask themselves, how can I help MRV to seek and reach the purpose, our strategic plan, our pillars, and to seek and help MRV to accelerate our digital transformation. And when we think about innovation, the areas should ask themselves, how can I put innovation and together working with the strategic pillars, our purpose and digital transformation to accelerate these three things. That's what I think about. And that this is when we always need to search for the right direction. We always visit the purpose, the strategic pillars and the digital transformation meanings to help us. And I like to talk about Yuri Levine. He is one of the Waze founders. He always says, fall in love with the problem, not the solution. It's really important because I participate with so many events, and they always they always have a question for me that is like, oh, okay, MRV is big. You have so much money. For you guys, it's easier to invest in innovation. But what we say is, and they ask me, oh, how can I, such a smaller company than you, how can I invest? How can I start working with innovation? And what I say, it's simple, as Levine said, just find a problem. Ask your clients what are their needs. And it's really important because sometimes we just want to come with a solution, a ready-made solution that sometimes it's not as important, it's not connected with the purpose, the strategic pillars or the transformation, the digital transformation. So we already made these mistakes sometimes. So it's really important to understand to fall in love with the problem, not the solution. So we also have an open innovation program, our ideas program that we call Innova. We have more than 2,500 employees participating in more than 1 year. We have more than 1,000 ideas registered yet. So it's really important not just to have good solution for our challenges, but to innovation culture in the company. It's really important. Then we have our innovation lab. That's where I stay, and our innovation team. Our innovation team has 10 people, me and more 9 people working in innovation. And that's an environment aimed to MRV internal community. And we are looking to attract and accelerate projects, culture development, engagement, knowledge, business, networking. And so that's really for the internal community. And when we talk about the external community, the other, a more wide connection to the other ecosystems here in Brazil, and even in the US or Israel or China, India, whatever. We have Orbi, that's our innovation hub that does the connection with other ecosystems, as I said. We have benchmark groups, we do trending maps, and we search for the future of construction. We have more than 30 startups that work there, and we have so many other companies for other sectors, not just construction, that have a partnership with us at Orbi. And this is one of the most important slides when we talk about innovations, that innovation network. We truly believe that it's not big companies that disrupt smaller companies, it's faster companies that disrupt these slower companies. So to have such a huge and important network, it's really definitely important, because you have to accelerate innovation and to have all your suppliers and so other hubs, venture capital partners, and colleges, and so many other knowledge institutions to partner with us to do innovation, to do research. So it's really important. We also have an innovation site that we launched like 4 months ago to disseminate our innovation news, to launch challenges, to seek for potential solutions in technologies, for startups to just make contact with ourselves. So it's a really important. And as I said earlier, we just launched a few months ago our R&D center. We are just building 8 apartments to seek for new materials, develop new products, to test new materials that we already use, to test the performance of our buildings, or just to look for new solutions with our network, as just said the last slide. And that's it. That's pretty much MRV, what we are doing, how we are preparing ourselves to go through innovation, even with the pandemic and all this trouble that we are having. We still performing well, still selling very much apartments, and that's why we probably why we already did so much in these last 5 years really helped us to go through all this storm that we're living right now. And we do not want to do innovation just in our product or in one area in MRV. We want to innovate throughout the whole chain of value in MRV, beginning in the land bank management and legalization, going to the commercial and marketplace, production, and our construction sites management, and the customer experience in new business. And so just to give you guys some examples of what we are doing, we have an app that we made ourselves that we call MRV Lands, that manages the entire flow of land purchase and demarcation on Google Maps. We have more than 10,000 areas registered in it, so it's really important for us. We are testing blockchain for real estate to optimize service, reduce bureaucracy. It's I think blockchain is a really interesting technology. It's just starting. We have our housing, our digital housing platform. It's a great job that our IT did with the business area so our customer, he can buy an MRV without going outside their homes, so they can find MRV on the site or even in WhatsApp, and they go through a virtual attendant, a chatbot, and they have their credit score rating and have a digital signature of the contract. So every step just made online and digital. It really helped us to keep selling a lot of our houses and apartments. So as I said, we have artificial intelligence through selling and helping us to seek the client needs with a customer relationship, not only in Facebook but in other like WhatsApp and Twitter. So that's it. So we do not just have stores to our clients. We are transcending it, and we are building what we say that experience center for our customer, more technological stores. We have what we call my home experience. That's a virtual reality apartment that our customers can choose the finishes, the colors, and combine so many finishes. We have a finishing kit app for them to customize. It's really important because since MRV is so big, we know that our customers want to do customization, but we need to organize it. So we just made an app. It's really important to organize the process so they can customize and and choose some other finishes. Then that's it. And we have a marketplace. As I said, we are looking for grow it up to put more partners in the internet, online sellers, for them just to move to their apartments. We could just like they just go with their clothes to move in their apartments, and they already have everything they need. So when we talk about the construction sites, we can say that we are searching what we call the industry 4.0 in the civil engineering in our construction sites. So we have BIM. I don't know if you all guys ever heard about BIM. I think BIM is the most important thing when we talk about digital transformation of the engineering, architecture, and not just for the construction sites, but to our clients, to the sellers. It's a really important thing. And we are already using augmented reality and virtual reality. And we are using drones and beginning to search for AI to plug to our drones, not just to technical assistance and work evolution, but to use drones in other steps of the construction. We have another example. It's an app that we just developed. We call that MRV Obra Mobile. We put this construction site management in the palm of the hands of our engineers to optimize the process. It's a really important thing. And we are studying so many other construction methods to look. We always ask ourselves is how can be more efficient in our construction site. So we are looking for all these new construction methods. Some like 3D printing. I think it's more long term, but we do not just leave it behind. We just keeping watching and see how it's developing. And we have so many other cases, and we are looking for IoT in the construction to use them inside the concrete. We are searching for not just to have more tech homes, but we begin to talk about smart cities, because we build like a huge neighborhoods, like for more than 7,000 homes. So we begin to look for smart cities, to cleaner energies, new materials, and we are using photovoltaic energy in most of our projects, and just to search for sustainability and reduce electric bills and savings for our clients. And one of the things that we do in our innovation team is to search for the disruptive technologies in construction. This is a research that BCG did some years ago, and I think this top 10, it's really what we are looking for. Some techs, we already have something going on, like BIM, as I said, but autonomous construction and 3D printing, we do not have yet, but we are looking forward to have it. And not just in the construction, but in housing trends, when we talk about the demand side and how all this normal stuff that we're just talking about, the world after the coronavirus, how it's going to happen, how it's going to be, and even to the supply side, to search for, as I said, the construction technology, building technology, and so many other trends. And to finish the presentation, we want to show a small video. I think that to complement the first one, the purpose one, some people in Brazil, they prefer to have like good cars and not live in a decent house. I think that with all this pandemic problem that we have I think the housing sector is really getting stronger after all this problem. And that's it. Let's go to the That's it, Damon. Thank you very much. I really appreciated being to present some what we're doing here in MRV, our work, how we are dealing with innovation in such a huge company. And this is the site that I said, the address, and this code. You guys just can connect to me with LinkedIn. It's going to be a pleasure to talk more about innovation. Thank you very much.